This one's generated by Prim's algorithm. That type of maze comes out. Looks different from the depth first search that we saw. You can add a horizontal influence to say, if I'm going to choose which way to go, left, right, up, or down randomly, choose left or right more often, and you get a maze that has some bias inside it. So, Kruskal's algorithm, pick walls. You're connecting up this space until it's one large connected component. So you just say all the walls are there, and I'm subtracting pieces out until everything is part of one large data structure. Everything starts off in its own pieces, gets merged and merged and merged and put together. It gives you a different type of maze. And then it's done, and it looks quantitatively different, I would say, than the other ones. There's the Prim's algorithm. There was that Kruskal's algorithm. They're both mazes, but they have a different bias inside them of how they get created and what's going on. So here's recursive division. Divide your space, make openings. Divide your space, make openings. Until you're done. It gives you really big walls in some places. Maybe that's what you want, maybe that's not what you want. A 3D version of Prim's algorithm, cellular automata examples. I think these mazes are really cool to try to generate and put together, and we have the tools to be able to do it in Unity. So, what I want you to do and what your next task is to learn about C#. Learn about the collections. Because you'll read these algorithms for a maze generation algorithm, and you'll say, oh, I could do that with a stack and a queue. I can put those together, make these small little objects and piece them out, pick random things, use vector 3Ds and know what's going on. So I want you to learn what are those system collections that come with C# and Unity. Where is the stack, the queue, the list, the array list, all those things you're probably used to from data structures that you made and used in Java. How do I use those things in Unity? This is your task. And I want you to generate a picture of a maze for me. Put in a character controller like we did, because now I could say, oh, let's stop this. Let's drop in my first-person controller into this world. And when I run it, whoa, oh, right, gravity. Okay. Let's make a plane. There's your controller. Fly. There we go. Gosh, I need some light. Directional light. That should be enough. But then I can see myself wandering around this world, jumping on top of it. You should be able to wander around the maze you create and try to solve that maze. That's your next task. Should do a simple introduction of the character controller and a simple way to get a script going. We're not doing anything with update yet. You can try to understand how that works, but you're just saying I have a script that can dynamically create my world for me with a lot of objects. The really interesting things start to happen now because we're becoming interactive, not just designing things that other people made, but being in charge. And we get more and more in charge as we start to add code to updates. We're like, here's an object that's a wall, update it. When somebody touches it, now it's going to open or close. Not just open or close all the time, but it reacts to a collision collider. It can destroy, it can create other objects. Things are starting to turn into like games now instead of just toys and puzzles. That's the plan. So by next Tuesday, come back with great progress on a maze generator. You will probably encounter difficulties, but this is the part where you're going to say, I need to learn how to use these tools and try to figure out C# and Unity, and come back with questions. It'll be due next Thursday, but you need to have significant progress and questions for me on Tuesday. Does that make sense? Okay, what else? You have a presentation on Thursday. I asked at the beginning. There's more of you here now. Any questions about the presentation on Thursday? I'm excited about them. Hopefully you are too. You're going to make a good argument for why everybody should be playing this game, why it's important for us as game designers, game developers to know about this game, why everybody should play this game in 3 minutes. And your slides will be moving behind you 20 seconds per slide. Okay, I need those by tomorrow at 5. Share with me your Google Drive slide creation, and we will get that ready for Thursday. Okay, and find those people who aren't here. Tell them they missed cool things today. Maybe they're watching on Twitch. I don't know. Maybe Twitch is a bad idea. My class is getting empty. But hopefully you're there. Hello. Hello. Talk to me. Okay, so I will see you Thursday. Good luck. Get your Marble Madness in. I look forward to looking at those. We can review those like we did with Cradles. Was that a useful process to go through the Cradles and see what other people had done, see some of the issues, and just try to talk them out? Okay, we might do that with the marbles too, because I think some of you are going to make amazing marbles. Some of you will probably struggle a little bit making your marble creations, but hand them in, get them there, and then we'll try to fix them up. We're trying to improve our skills and teach each other how these things work. Okay, cool. Thanks for sticking with me and stumbling through that middle part. I had a little sleep deprivation. But it'll get better, hopefully, in a couple of years. We'll see how this works.
It'll get better, hopefully, in a few years.
In a few years. Exactly.
So what about our submissions on Google, our file size?
If your file's too big, share with me an email and say, here it is on Google Drive or Dropbox, or it's just, well, don't email it to me because it might blow up my inbox, but share with me some kind of cloud hand-in if it's too big.
Nope, they were doing it. I didn't even check with maybe tomorrow.
Oh, you saw the email from Dr. Guest, right?
Yes.
Like a week ago.
Yeah, and I said, hey, good job on
Like
the research
literally
proposal.
2 hours after I set the 2 things they asked for. So,
Yep. Cool.
Yeah,
So now
so-
just hopefully for that extra money and
Yeah.
the summer housing.
Yeah.
That should
so,
be a no-brainer.
I think so.
Yeah.
So, and we should hear back by probably early March. So,
Okay.
because at least last time I applied for funding, it was right at a month, from date of submission to hearing back from them. So
Okay.
It should be about then.
You should be fine.
Yeah. I think so.
Yeah. Cool.
Yeah.
How did your Marble Madness go?
It's okay. It's
In
got
progress?
It's in progress. It's got a Mario theme going on. I found
Okay.
this really cool pipe library, and I'd made a Mario green, so I'm trying to do cool pass offs with the pipes. But
Oh, nice.
the one thing that's been frustrating though, with at least and maybe I might be able to do it with a script, but is adding momentum to things is I'm thinking Mario Kart where you drive over the pads that accelerate type.
Oh, okay.
So meaning when you hit it that you come out faster than you went in with. But I don't know. I'm still trying to get that to work. So because I want it to shoot across and do some
And speed up?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's going
which
to involve some scripts.
yeah,
and
like basically just more
collisions
more
or
yeah more
triggers.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, and that's the other thing is like, oh well, maybe I could use like the mesh collider as a trigger, and then like, every ball that passes through it like can apply a force. So if I can figure out how to do that, I think it'll be cool.
Yeah, I mean that's the next thing. Now that we can say, let's make objects and just learn how to do some code, then we update things.
Yeah.
Add in the collision detection, add in triggers,
Yeah.
add in coroutines, so things are just interactive all the time.
Yeah.
with
Well, I
our
mean, it's like
objects.
with prefabs. It's like once you know that they're there, like it's way easier than doing it
exactly
by
hand.
By hand, and I mean, you can only do so much with typing numbers in the boxes before you just lose your mind.
Yes.
So, yeah.
Exactly.
See you.
Cool. See you Thursday.
Sorry, I do have 2 quick questions.
Okay, what's up?
One, what is the duck